One of the common boardroom topics that you have is what kind of strategy to use, what kind of tactics to use, and things like that. Let me introduce you to a new term that we have been using for quite some time in specifically when it comes to consulting work or turning around organizations, what we call as tactegy. You can say that strategy is what we use for mid to long term work when we are looking at stabilizing, allowing a business to turn around and take off, which has an exposure depending upon the kind of goals you have between 3 to 6 months to 12 months or even beyond, mid to long term. Tactics are those which are short term maneuvers which you use situation to situation. It's more a responsive kind of a way of doing things when something goes a little bit out of turn of what you have originally planned. Tactegy is the phrase that we have coined for situations which is in that buffer zone between tactics and strategy. There is a little bit of a street smartness that you bring in into tactegy, as well as there is a mid to long term kind of a view that you take when you build your own tactegy. So any work that you do, when you neither have a tactic or a strategy, but you have a space that is hanging in between, fill it up with a view that is both mid to long term as well as short term, and that buffer space then become tactegy. It's used commonly in sports, though people may not know the exact word that they use it for. It's used in day to day management work as well. A tactegy could have a window of about a week, 10 days, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and things like that, which sort of is not a very short term kind of a response like what tactics is. It's not too much of a long term, but you're assuming you're going wayward and you are suddenly off your track, and you need to pull yourself back onto the mainstream for you to head towards the goal. Tactics is the word for it. Till we meet again in Coffee Time Success Nuggets, let me sign off wishing you all the best. Bye bye. Thank you.